to the Curated Home. I'm Joanne Coleman. I'm so glad that you stopped by to see what I'm up to. If you are new, I would love it if you would consider being part of our YouTube family by hitting that subscribe button and also clicking the notification bell so that you're alerted every time that I upload a new video, which is typically on Sundays. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I am so blessed that you stopped by and spent some time with me. So we're kicking off my fall series with a haul, and it's a small little haul. And it's a mix of thrifted items and items from the Hobby Lobby. In my fall series, we'll be doing a lot of decorate with me's, which is going to be new for me. I have not done decorate with me's before. They're a little intimidating for me, I will be honest, because I am new at filming and bringing content, especially on a regular basis. But it is a goal of mine to get better at it. And with that being said, you got to start somewhere, so I'm going to give it a try. And I hope that you stick around, and I hope you enjoy, because I have a lot of rooms and a lot of areas that we need to curate together. So let's just get started. We'll jump right into it. And I do have my glasses so that I can read the prices a little bit easier for you. We're gonna start and just work our way down the table today. This is from Hobby Lobby, and this was kind of my inspiration piece when I saw it. This was on the 66% clearance for the spring shop items. Even though it doesn't have a spring shop tag on it, it was originally $29.99, and it's just, it's kind of like the apple crate. It was regularly $29.99 from Hobby Lobby, and it was on clearance for $7.49, and it's a pretty good size. I could picture putting a blanket or something in it. This is gonna go in my entryway, and as soon as I saw it, I saw a couple of other items in that same aisle, and I all of a sudden was like, this is a vibe. This is what I'm gonna go for. That's my entryway for fall this year. I'm gonna do some black. I always gravitate towards black because it's classic and it's versatile, and it warms the space. White is also very classic and traditional, but white doesn't warm a space, but it does allow for things to pop. So there is an appropriate time to go all white. Trust me, there is. But black is what I personally gravitate towards. So my color palette is going to be black, the nice wood tones on the lighter side to make the black pop. And I'm also going to use mustard yellows and maybe some burnt oranges. So I started with this, and I am going to, we'll do a decorate with me in the entryway, of course. But this will go in the entryway on my entryway table. So the other reason I wanted to go black in the entryway was because my entryway furniture is black. So I kind of want to, just play off of that and just blend it all in somehow. So the next thing I saw as I was walking down the aisle, I do tend to ramble in these videos, and I'm getting better at editing my rambling out, but nonetheless. So I found a set of these. They're just accent pieces of wall art. They were originally $9.99, but I got them for $4.99. So that was a really good, 66% off. They're meant to hang, but you don't always have to hang things. You can do so much with elements like this. What I kind of pictured was either hanging them on either side of a picture or a wreath, which I love that idea. That's like a typical use for something like that. Or you can hang them on the wall and add like hooks to, hang lanterns from, or hang a wreath from each one. There's tons of ideas for these, but what I had in mind was, I found these. Also in the same aisle, and these were 66% off of $24.99, so I got them for $6.24. They had two styles of this exact same thing. They're plastic. They're not heavy by no means. They look cast iron, but they're not. I got 2 of these, and what I kind of thought was on the top of my entryway is 2-tiered, and I thought at the top of my entryway, Maggie May, watch, she's chewing on one of the tags from one of my carpets. Since she's a puppy, come here. Okay, look, Maggie, look. Here's Maggie May. She was chewing on one of my carpet tags, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna keep the carpets. I actually hope and pray that they work because I have had my eye on these for months now. So I had been waiting for the perfect time to buy them when it was in my budget to buy them, number 1. And they were in stock, number 2. So I finally found them. So excited, I'll show those to you in a minute. But she's chewing on the tag. So in case I want to take them back, I can't have a chewed up tag. So Miss Maggie, you be good girl. You be good girl. Back to what I was saying. So kind of what I had in mind was actually pairing them like this. And I'm not sure if you can really pick up on this from there, but if I kind of put these together, pair this together, somehow I kind of liked that, and that was like the first idea. But I ended up also picking up on clearance the battery operated flickering candles, the tapered ones, and I'm going to be putting them in here. So that may be way too tall, so that idea might not work, but I'll still incorporate them somehow. I might layer them like this and put them on the bottom. I will figure something out, but before, something, I couldn't pass them up. So we will use those. But that's kind of in the same direction. My mind is like, as I'm even going through this, my mind is like, what can I do with this? And all these million ideas are like popping into my head of what I can do with those things. And I'm just so stinking excited. And I can't wait to play. I can't wait to play with the arrangement of everything. So I got 2 of those. I got 2 packs of these because they had 2 packs, and I went ahead and bought 2 packs because you can never have enough candles, in my opinion, especially the taper candles. When they go on sale, that's when I scoop them up because they can be a little pricey. They're not remote controlled, so that makes them a little bit cheaper, and I would rather them be remote controlled, but for the money, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. I'm fine with that. Keeping with the candle theme, I've been looking for hurricanes. And this one's really dirty. It needs cleaned. This was bought from one of the thrift stores we went to yesterday. It was $4, and that is really pricey for something like this. I realize that. But I, in my area, am having a really hard time finding these. And if I find them, I never find them where they match. So I decided, you know what? I found one that's very plain. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it and hope that I can find something else that's the same eventually. I'm just gonna hold out hope. But this is why. A simple hurricane like this, that's open on both ends, is so versatile, and you can do so much with these things. As you can see, I have a lot of sconces that I hang up around the house. And I actually have 2 sconces that are hanging on either side of my big window over here, and they don't have any glass parts to them. They're just a sconce and a candle on a candle holder. And they're small, and it's sufficient. It's fine. However, this will elevate the look of them so much more, which is why I want 2 matching ones to anchor there. But this is what I plan on doing. You can take them out of there and put them on another candle pedestal or any pedestal that you have in your stash. So it really does elevate the look and gives more substance to something that's already a nice piece, but it can be so much better. So I got one of these, super happy about it. Not so happy that I paid $4 for it, but I am happy I got it. So that's it for candle-like items. We're gonna go ahead and get the carpets out of the way. Let's start with the deep clearance spring line rugs. I bought 2. I bought this black because, like I said, I'm going with that black color for my entryway. They're nice and big. And I got 2 identical, except one is a mustard yellow and one is the black. I couldn't decide what color I liked more, but I also knew that I could probably use them both and just switch them out whenever I wanted to. I love having options. Having options makes the soul happy. I'm telling you, if you can buy things on clearance that give you options as you move forward, then you're saving money in the long run, because you can go shop your stash when you have the itch to upgrade or switch things up, rather than go buy all new stuff. So I got this one and I got this one. I'll show you an up close look at the pattern. They're gorgeous. So I think I might start out with the mustard yellow to kind of tone down all the black. And then I think I might use the black when I get into October and Halloween, and maybe into Christmas, because this can be a nice anchor piece for the entryway. When I add my traditional red and greens, I can just layer a rug over top of it. I will show you an up close look at this pattern, but these are just the basic stone washed, and these are gray. These spoons, they're just the mini little spoons. Why did I buy so many of these? And probably will buy more, because everybody loves them when they come to my house for the holidays, and I set up a cocoa bar or something like that. I also use these in my guest bathrooms for, I like to have soap available, but I also like to have hand scrubs available, like sugar scrubs and things like that. And I always lay a little spoon on top so they don't have to dig their hands into the jars. They can just use the spoon, and I can wash the spoon, so it comes in handy for that. And they're great for crafting. They're great for gifts when I make some gift for the holidays, or even a party favor of some sort, like a homemade soup or a homemade, like the dry mix is all there. Just hanging the little spoon off to the side with some twine around the jar, it just adds another little touch, and they're just so stinking cute. So, and I love mini everything. So here you go. So I'm gonna go into the florals at Hobby Lobby that we found. My daughter and I picked up some pampas grass-like picks that I'm gonna use in my entryway. She ended up going with all dried florals, but I stuck with the pampas grass. So I ended up with 6 of these, because I took the 3 she had in the cart for herself. So I have 6 of the creamy-ish looking ones, and I have 3 of the burnt orange ones, and I will probably use them all in the entryway. I did not need to purchase a lot of picks or florals this year, because I have a ton of them already. So every now and then I just like to add a couple of fresh little picks or something to my already very large stash of fall florals. I also like to try to set the stage when I start doing my fall decor, to set the stage going into October. I am a huge Halloween fan. It is a wonderful opportunity for me to be very whimsical with extravagant vignettes and decor that I normally wouldn't do for any other season, and I have so much fun with it. And in this room, I usually do a homeopathic apothecary vibe in this room. I kind of mix it in with some other like skulls, but in a very classy way. You'll see if you look back, I do have one of my most popular videos is my Halloween home tour from last year, and you can kind of look back at that, and that was the first year I had done that theme, and I am so excited to do it again this year and just take it up even more. I'm so excited about that. So this floral is going to lend itself really well to that vibe, because it's just a natural grass, dried grass. And I may break it up into smaller bundles and just kind of hang it or lay it across something. I'm not sure, but my daughter wanted me to make a broom out of it, and I definitely may do that. But I also can see it like hanging, like the dry florals and stuff for an apothecary kind of vibe. So I'm excited to have that. And then the last florals there is a lot of fallout from this. I will say that. The pampas grass-like stems, not a lot, hardly any fallout from these, so that's good. But a little bit of fallout from here, so I will want to be careful with that. I might want to spray it with some hairspray to just lock it in. These definitely a lot more fallout, but not as much as Dollar Tree used to. I got 4 of these, Amethyst or whatever. I know I'm saying that wrong, but anyway, I got these, and I think that Dollar Tree did a really good job on these florals. They're beautiful. They look very natural, except for the plastic leaves. The plastic leaves do not look natural to me, so I will probably replace the plastic looking leaves with another floral that has a better texture or vibe to it, almost like these. I have a ton of this. You can barely see it, but I have a ton of this that I've broken into pieces for kind of upgrading florals from the Dollar Tree like this. I also got some books. I got 2 old books, and I really like collecting old books. The more worn, the better. I'm okay if the spine is torn and kind of withered. The more worn they are, the more homey they feel to me, and I just love them. Those are those books. And then I picked up a rolling pin, and I love this rolling pin. Was only, the books were $5. The Dollar Tree picks, you know what they are. They're very cheap. And the picks from Hobby Lobby were $3.99, 66% off. I'm sorry, 40% off. So it made them like a little bit over $1. This was a $5 rolling pin. And this is a really old rolling pin. Like, this is legit vintage rolling pin. And it's got a lot of wear and tear. You can definitely tell that this was a very loved and used rolling pin, and I'm so excited to add it to my rolling pin collection that is up there. And it even has writing. Yes, oh my. I did not buy this in the state that it says it's from, but it looks like it was handmade. So I'm going to take a picture of this so you can see what I'm talking about. I love this. I think this is my favorite rolling pin other than the one that belonged to my great-great-grandmother. The other thing I picked up at the same thrift store as I did the rolling pin and the books was this little cute little primitive box. And it was only $4.99, and it already has some homespun on it. And I picked it up. It's all, I don't have to do anything to it. Not a single thing to this. And I'm gonna use it in the kitchen, and I'm probably just gonna use it for like my tea bags or something like that, or maybe some cake cups. I don't know, but that's what this is gonna be for, and I can't wait to use it in there. And then I picked up at a different thrift store this cute little chalkboard. It is a hen or chicken chalkboard that spins, and it's such a nice little petite size that I thought it would be cute, you know, near a charcuterie board when I do entertaining, to put something on there. It's just really versatile, and I'm super excited about that. I have been wanting an actual butter churn, like a real old antique butter churn. I have not found one that is in my price range yet, or that's in good condition. I've got fallout all over my shirt. Or that's in good condition, but I am looking for one. I would love to have one. And I also want to start collecting the old time the primitive potato mashers. I really want that as well. So anyway, but I did find for $4 a miniature butter churn. And it has a painting on it, and I'm probably going to make this over because I'm not really into the painting that's done. I do appreciate whoever painted it. It's a beautiful job. They did an excellent job. But I don't want anything on it. I really just want it to look very primitive. So I'll be doing this, giving it a makeover. But the lid actually goes up and down. It really does go up and down. I think this is just the cutest thing ever. I'm so excited to have it. My husband actually really liked that too. Doilies is something that I decorate with a lot, especially lately. and doilies, really good ones, they can be hard to find, and they can also be very expensive. I got a bag of 15 random doilies for $4. I have not opened it to look at how they are yet, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is good enough for me. Now this one was not, this feels like it maybe come from a manufacturer. It's not like a homemade kind of doily. It could have even come from the Dollar Tree. It's very thin and flimsy, but it is still cute. I could still use it. I'm not going to complain. This one definitely was handmade and it has that feel. It's already been antiqued. It's beautiful. I'm not going to go through all of these with you, but I was super excited to, oh my gosh. Look at that. I love this one. I love this one. Oh my goodness. I am so excited. I think I hit the jackpot of doilies. Oh my, I did. I am in doily heaven. Okay, I'm not so much a fan of all of these. Can you tell I'm separating these piles? Because I'm not a fan of that. There's a lot of those. There's a smaller one. I'm not as big of a fan of those, but I will use them. I definitely will use these. These will actually be really cute at Christmas, possibly. This one is, oh wow. I love this so much, but I do not like the rainbow color threading that's bordering it. It's got this rainbow color. I'm not a fan of that, so I will be making it over. I'm washing all of these, that's for sure. I'm gonna wash them all. This one's actually really nice. I think I need to antique that one a little bit more. And then the last one, I did go through them all. This one's actually really cute. It is a pink and green, which are two of my favorite colors together. They're two of my favorite color combinations. And it's almost like an olivey green. I love that. That's actually really cute. I will be washing all of these doilies and doing a makeover on the one. So I'm gonna set that aside. I'm really excited about those. So I've been on the hunt for dough bowls, and I found this dough bowl. It's got a little bit of, I'm not gonna be able to use this for food because there is a crack. It's a sealed crack, but there is a crack in it. But it's just that mustardy color. It's tan mustardy, and it has the white striping. And there isn't a marking or anything on the bottom, but I love the size. And typically dough bowls go for anywhere from $25 up to hundreds of dollars in my area. But I got this one for $8. So I was really super excited about that. And this is my first actually legit vintage dough bowl. The others are not really dough bowls. They're dough bowl-like bowls. So I'm excited. Last item is going to get a makeover. And it's this wooden letter and miscellaneous holder. It has a hole in it right here, so I guess you could hang it on the wall, but I'm not. I like that it stands alone. Like I said, I'm going to be giving it a makeover to fit in my kitchen, and I don't know if I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I have a few ideas that I'm playing around with. Again, I thought about, what about putting packets of hot cocoa when I do a cocoa bar, or putting like the honey spoons or something like that in here. It definitely needs cleaned before I can put anything like that in there, but stay tuned for a makeover on that. I may or may not film the makeover on that. I think that is everything. It is everything. So I'm just gonna brush myself off, end this video here, hope and pray that it's not very long, and say that I hope that you've had a really fun, relaxing weekend. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing my first fall haul. I don't know if I'll have any more hauls for fall because, like I said, I have a lot of Halloween and a lot of Christmas and a lot of fall stuff already. I do not need to buy anymore. And with the economy the way it is, I probably shouldn't buy anymore. But when I see a deal, I gotta go for it. I literally saved $139 at Hobby Lobby yesterday. If I would have bought everything at regular price, I would have spent $139 more than I spent, which is amazing. I did not spend that much at Hobby Lobby yesterday for all that I got. So I was super happy and proud of myself for that. I always try to be very responsible with what I'm spending, and I want to make sure that I'm buying items that I can repurpose for years to come, or that I know I can gift or hand down to other people in my family, or help someone else out that's just starting their home decor stashes, and something that will be with me for years. I really do try to keep all of that in mind when I make my purchases. So I may not have many hauls in my fall series, but I thought this was a great way to kick it off. The next video is going to be a decorate with me, first fall decorate with me, and we are going to be filming the two areas I'm doing first are the entryway and my upstairs, one of my upstairs guest bathrooms. So stay tuned for that. Again, thanks for joining. Hope you had a great weekend and have a great day.